Welcome back. After being cooped up for over a year, there is a lot of pent-up demand for travel, but there's also concern about how safe travel is. Joining us is travel addict Karen Gershowitz, who discovered this year ways to make traveling the U.S. as exciting as visiting Paris and Tokyo. Karen, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So you're a graduate from the Kansas City Art Studio, and you've been to more than 90 countries. What a feat.
It's taken me a lifetime to do, but yes.
Well, welcome home here. We're in St. Joe, of course, not too far from KC. So what are some of your favorite tips for making this actually happen for our families?
Well, the thing that I always say to people is don't go to the places that everyone knows about. There's likely to be huge crowds there, especially this year, because people are not traveling overseas and there's a lot of pent-up demand for travel. What I tell people to do is think about something you really love, and it doesn't much matter what it is. I personally love arts and crafts and gardens, and I've planned many trips all around the world, but in the US as well, around those things. And in fact, I just came back from a road trip for a week in the Finger Lakes of New York. I live in New York City, nice and close, and discovered all kinds of things that I never knew existed there because I knew that I was going to go to the Corning Museum of Glass and kind of planned a trip around that. That's what I would suggest to people.
Karen, I feel so accomplished in talking to you right now because literally that's near my hometown, and we're driving as a family there next week. And guess where we're going? To the Corning Museum, which I went to as a child. Yeah.
It's quite an amazing place.
So your advice is to talk to locals and find out what's neat, right?
Right. And once you're there, start talking to people.
Yeah.
Because it's the people who live in the area who know the hidden gems. But if you know you're going to something that's really fun and that you're going to enjoy, the rest of it will come naturally. You have a centerpiece to the trip. And I'd also suggest that you don't go to the chain food restaurants. Go find the local restaurants that are run by mom and pop. We went to a diner when we were up near Corning, Connie's. It was one of the greatest places we've been to. In fact, we went back a couple of times because it was so wonderful. And when we went the second day, they treated us, like they knew us. And they gave us some ideas about places to go. So I really suggest that you just talk to people. People are really friendly. They love talking about their hometown. It's fun for them. And if you make it equally fun and show that you're interested, you will be astounded at how happy people are to share great tips. I've learned about local fairs. That's another thing. Look in the weekend section of a local paper. It's not going to be in any guidebook, but you may find fabulous local art shows or sporting events or music festivals that are not the big ones that thousands and thousands of people are going to go to,
right?
But really surprisingly good ones, really good quality, but not overrun with people.
Well, Karen, thank you for all these amazing tips. These are great. I wish we could talk all afternoon about some of the travels that you've been on. We'll have to get you back on our program.
Well, thank you for having me. And happy travels. You'll have a great time.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back.